We have a lot of faith in NVIDIA. We have good things to say about NVIDIA. When it hit almost $100 in the fourth quarter of last year, we bought it cheap. It then tripled while some of our other AI stocks stayed the same. NVIDIA is now at 25 times sales, and Tesla, which is likely the most important AI story out there, is now at 6 times sales. Yesterday, UiPath said it was a great AI play. It is also at 6 times revenue. Yes, Cathie Wood is selling some of her NVIDIA shares. For some reason, NVIDIA has been one of her almost favorite stocks, so she has done this before. Self-driving cars are the biggest AI project in the world, and Tesla is, of course, the leader in that field. Why would Cathie Wood choose to cut her stake in NVIDIA, a company that has grown its market share and come up with new technologies, and why would she put more money into Tesla at this time? We'll look at the main things that have caused this change, such as how much NVIDIA and Tesla are worth compared to each other, how both companies are expected to grow, and how improvements in AI and autonomous technologies are changing the investment environment. In this video, we'll go into great detail about how Cathie Wood, the creative leader of ARK Invest, plans to move forward. We will look at the strong reasons why the company decided to change its investment strategy and shift its attention from NVIDIA, which has been a market leader for a long time, to Tesla, which is a leader in AI and self-driving cars. We'll also talk about how the market works as a whole and how ARK Invest's plan fits with how technology will change in the future. The goal is to give you a full picture of these changes and what they might mean for future efforts in technology. Before we go any further, though, don't forget to hit the like and follow buttons. Hello, and welcome to Tesla Stock News. Let's begin this movie. Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Invest, recently made news in the business world when she decided to sell a lot of the company's shares in NVIDIA, a stock that did very well in 2024. During a detailed conversation with Benzinga, Wood talked about the decision and pointed out things like how highly NVIDIA's stock is currently valued, the need for liquidity, and possible future investments in the AI industry. We have been in NVIDIA's more specialist portfolio for a longer time and still are, but less so than before. Now we'll talk about the next big people who will benefit from AI. I think we're seeing some big steps forward in AI that are helping Tesla get closer to its goal. They have their own data and domain knowledge in their own business, and they also have AI expertise, which makes them more competitive in their own industry. ARK Invest has worked with NVIDIA since the start of the investment company in 2014, which was the start of a very important relationship. At that time, ARK started buying NVIDIA shares for about $5 each, which is a low price for a starting point these days. In the beginning, NVIDIA was mostly known for making PC game chips, an area where it was already making big progress. But with the help of its innovative leaders, ARK Invest saw that NVIDIA's technology could be used for more than just games. They thought that NVIDIA's graphics processing units would be very important in the new field of artificial intelligence. ARK Invest was ready to take advantage of the coming technological shift because they had a strategic understanding of how NVIDIA's technology and AI could be used. This was a smart move because NVIDIA quickly changed its focus and grew, becoming a major player in the AI technology area. The GPUs, which were first made to handle complicated images for video games, worked perfectly for the parallel processing needs of AI calculations. The market value and impact of NVIDIA grew along with AI technologies, making it a top performer in several of ARK's investment portfolios. Today, NVIDIA is the fourth best performing stock in ARK Invest's main portfolio. This shows how successful ARK's early and ongoing investments in the company were. This placement shows not only how much NVIDIA's stock price has gone up, but also how smart ARK Invest is at spotting and capitalizing on new technology trends as they start to form. The partnership between ARK and NVIDIA shows how deep knowledge of an industry and smart investing can lead to big returns. NVIDIA is a key part of ARK Invest's success story in the tech industry. Even though NVIDIA has had a lot of success and played a big part in ARK's successes, Wood is worried about the company's current selling value, which is set at a revenue multiple of 25, which she thinks is too high. Even though ARK is adding NVIDIA to its AI-focused portfolios, Wood is still worried about how much the company relies on hardware, even though the company is growing into software. Wood also brought up the idea of a product glut because of all the excitement about AI. Even though the exact date is still unknown, ARK's careful approach is part of a larger plan to spread out its investments and put more of its money into software-focused companies that have better long-term growth prospects than hardware-focused companies. In her study, Cathie Wood pointed out that some companies that are working on AI, like Twilio, UiPath, and Tesla, are valued at much lower revenue multiples than NVIDIA. Their strategy focus on software rather than hardware is a big reason for this difference. Wood focused on the idea of software pull-through, which means that using AI tools can make more people want and pay more for related software services and solutions. She thought that for companies that mostly make software, this pull-through could increase sales by 8 to 20 times. This metric shows how big the market for software-driven AI solutions could be. This suggests that as AI technology improves, the real value might not just be in the hardware, but also in the software that makes the hardware better and uses AI's powers. This point of view not only shows how important software is for scaling AI apps, but it also hints at why ARK Invest might find companies with better long-term growth that use software to make the most of their AI technology more appealing. Wood's focus on these dynamics shows a shift in his investment theory, which now favors companies that will gain the most from software improvements in AI. There is a lot of disagreement among experts about when ARK Invest chose to sell its NVIDIA shares. Some people think that the move might have been made too soon, and that ARK could lose out on big gains in the future because NVIDIA is always coming up with new ideas and the market is moving quickly. This worry is based on the idea that tens of millions of dollars in income might have been lost. Cathie Wood's choice, on the other hand, is part of a larger plan to balance short-term profits with long-term security and growth. Her method stresses how important it is to look at more than just how a stock is doing in the market right now. You should also think about what the stock could do in the future and how the market is changing in general. This choice has shown how complicated investment strategies can be, especially in fields that change quickly, like artificial intelligence. Now let's talk about the latest Tesla news. Over the past 5 years, NVIDIA's stock value has grown a lot. This is mostly due to rising demand for their hardware used in AI training, which has been greatly increased by Tesla, one of their main clients. And even though Tesla is best known for making cars, its big financial promises are a good fit for its bigger goals in AI and self-driving technology. Tesla has been very focused on being at the forefront of developing self-driving cars. Their ambitious project, the Dojo supercomputer, which is meant to train AI models, shows how committed they are to this goal. Dojo is an important step towards making Tesla's self-driving skills better. The newest version of Tesla's full self-driving software has an end-to-end synthetic AI model, which is a huge step forward in the technology of cars. This model is revolutionary because it lets Tesla's system learn straight from video data gathered while the car is being driven. By processing this data, the system can figure out complicated driving trends, guess the best routes, and make decisions about real-time driving with a level of accuracy that has never been seen before. This feature isn't just about automating driving tasks. It's also about making a very flexible learning system that can keep getting better as it sees new things on the road. With this new and innovative technology, Tesla is at the forefront of developing self-driving cars, which could change the way people travel in the future. NVIDIA's CEO has said that he admires Tesla's creative attempts to push the limits of self-driving technology. In his mind, every car on the road could be self-driving in the future, thanks to similar AI technologies. Such advanced AI models need a lot of training data that is very complicated and large, which is why Tesla is investing a lot of money in this area. An ambitious budgeting choice made by Tesla in 2024 shows how committed the company is to improving its technology. It is expected that the company will spend around $1 billion on AI training and inference. This big investment shows how important it is to stay ahead of the competition in areas like AI technology and self-driving cars that are changing very quickly. This financial investment isn't just to stay ahead of the curve, it's also to help shape